Hey, namaskar everyone, this is Shorov and you're welcome back to a brand new video of my YouTube channel. So in my previous video, I was demonstrating you how you can do things in Microsoft Azure, but in this video, I'm starting AWS. So without talking too much, let's get straight to the point. So what I'm demonstrating in this video is sometimes, let me tell you the use cases of this demonstration and the title as well at the same time. So in this video, you're going to learn, or I'm going to demonstrate to you, how you can automatically turn off and start your EC2 machines to save money. So that is the main idea behind it. And you might thinking that why we do need to stop our instance, and why do we even need to start our instance automatically. Okay, so let me tell you an example that sometimes you may run some businesses that are only eligible for daytime, and rest of the whole night you don't need to use the services. Okay, so in this case, what you can do, you can turn off your EC2 machines on the servers to save money. So how computing orgs or AWS charges. Okay, so yeah, mainly foundationally fundamentally what you need to pay for in AWS is the computing. You need to pay for the storage, and you need to pay for the data transfer out from the AWS. These are the three foundational costing thing that you need to know. So if we stop our computing hours, then it will not charge for that time frame. So that is the main idea behind it. So without talking too much, let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to open it up in North Virginia, which is US East on. Okay, so now let me create a EC2 instance, EC2, and I'm going to open it up. And okay, so let's create a new instance and launch a new instance. Let me call it as test server, and I'm going to use Ubuntu. So here we have the AMIs, which is Amazon Machine Images. Okay, so let's not go that much deep in this AWS services. I want to focus on the subject only, that is turning off and on the the EC2 instance automatically using Lambda functions and EventBridge. So proceed without a keep here. Okay, and we don't need to work on this security groups right now, because we are not going to access it. We just want to see the status of that instance. So I'm going to launch it. So it will take a little bit of time, and probably it's not going to take too much time. So here you can see it is running, the instance is running. So this is the power of cloud computing. By making some few clicks, you are controlling the cloud. In the cloud, you are initiating or provisioning some servers, and whenever you want, you can simply delete it or terminate it. That is called agility in AWS. So now let's see the instances. What is it going on? It is T2 micro, and it is initializing. So status is still not visible, but state is still running. Okay, so now what we need, let's go and create a Lambda function. So here we have the Lambda function. So Lambda is completely a scalable, highly available, and high performance. Okay, and it is completely serverless computing. So this is a categorized service that is also known as code as service. So here you can see. So let me tell you the pricing of it too. So the Lambda functions are going to charge you for is call, I mean the requests that you were making to invoke the Lambda functions, and the time it consumes to run the code. Okay, this is the computing. So these two are the reasons for costing or the charges that you are going to, you know what I mean. So now let's come here, let's create a function. You have three options, but I will come and write my own function from scratch, and let me name it as auto stop EC2 FN function. Okay, so I'm going to select the runtime at Python. I'm a huge Python guy, so okay, so it is okay. We don't need to touch any of this. So I'm going to create this function. In the meantime, let's see the status of our EC2 instance. It is still initializing. So here, then what we need, okay, yeah, it's been here. Don't show me again, dismiss. So here we have the things, and if you go to the IAM, you will see that in the roles, in the the roles, you will see that auto stop EC2 FN role. It's been created for executing Lambda functions automatically while creating the Lambda function. So in upcoming videos, I may also come up with more in-depth videos on roles. For now, you can understand or memorize it in this way, that roles, IAM roles, are something sometimes the AWS services need to invoke or run or call something behalf of you to give that AWS services to do certain things with other resources of AWS. You are creating some roles and attaching some permissions to that particular role to execute the actions, okay, on behalf of you. So that is what I can say right now, or summarize the entire thing in a briefly. Okay, so well, so what we need to create some policies. What kind of policies, you may ask? So there you will not find out here. So we need to create a new policy. We can use either JSON based editor or a visual editor. So okay, we need to make some permissions for EC2. So what it is, so in this, the EC2 actions. Okay, so start actions, I mean the start instance and the stop instance. Okay, these two, and describe instance. Do we have anything? Describe instance. Yeah, here we have the describe instance. That is it. Well, so these instances, we have selected some actions, and the resources, specify some resources ARN for these actions. So I will select all. Well, so now let's go to next and name this policy as EC2 on off describe policy. Well, so this is it. Now we can simply create this policy. After that, let's come to the EC2 action, I mean the Lambda functions. Let's go to the roles. In the roles, we have the auto stop EC2 FN, which is the IAM role created by Lambda function that we have created here, and we need to give some permissions to it. So let's come here and attach permissions that we have created recently. This is EC2 on off describe policy, and I'm going to add it here. That is the pretty much thing. that will be responsible or giving the permission to our Lambda function to talk to our EC2 instances. Well, excuse me. Now let's come here. This is a fork of or extension of VS Code. We can see this thing here. Now let's come here. What you need to do is just test it. Before testing it, make sure to deploy it. So no chances are to deploy it is already deployed, so you need to test it. For creating test, you have to click on this create new test, name it as demo test for now, and I will not touch any of these configurations. Let it be private and a synchronous type. Invocation type is synchronous. Okay, so we have completed this, and let's test it by clicking on this test button, and here you can see the response has been reflected here on our output. Fine. Now what we need to do, let's come here and do something. Before that, this video is going to be a little bit lengthier because I'm going to show you all the things that you can understand from documentation as well. So as we have selected while creating our Lambda function the runtime as Python, so we need boto3 for EC2, as we want to control our EC2 machines. So let's come here. Here we have the few lines of codes that we need to understand and paste it here. So then we need to specify the reason. So the reason is actually, let's come here in the EC2, not EC2, and the auto stop. So this is the Lambda function. So the reason name is US is on. So we need to specify it in our Lambda functions, this client. So US is on. So let me check if it is okay or not. Yes, it is done. Now what you can do is just simply remove this piece of code, and what you can do is client dot so we have the describe thing, describe instance, I guess instance. So here we have the describe instance method that we can call. Simply I'm going to copy this and let's come here and paste it out. So the client is already there, so we don't need to specify it again and again. So so I don't need any auto completion. So response is going to be here, and I'm going to print out the response just to see everything is working or not. So I'm going to clean this output and deploy this updated code, and you will see this updated code has been in the queue and it's been updated. Now you can click on this test to run that updated code, and you will be able to see the information here. Okay, so the information has been here. Okay, so one thing is that we have a lot of things, and we have this response types. So reservations, under the reservations list we have the instance. So first of all, let's access this reservation. How can I access this reservation? Simply come here and paste it out in the object, and as this is a list, we can loop through it. So how? For reservation in reservations, we can do print the reservation here, just to see if everything is going okay or not. So we need to deploy this updated code, and right after updating all the codes, here you can see, and test it out by clicking on this test button. So here we have the reservation ID and so much things. So for a better view, what we can do is go inside the instances. Okay, we can go inside the instances. So let's come here, and here we have the instances. So in this instances, okay, fine. So in the instance, we can find out this, and this instances is also a list. So we can make further for loop for instance in instances. Okay, the print ID, I know this is going to be there, so I'm simply going to deploy this. After deploying this, we can test it out again. So this part is a little bit lengthier, so yeah, we got some errors, I guess. Yes, so instances invoke status runtime failure. Okay, so we made some mistakes, I guess. So instances, reservation instances, let me see the instance first, if it is there or not. Let me deploy it again. Okay, so it is updating the function code, and now let's rerun it, and we have some Lambda function error. Oh, I got it. So this is not a curly brace, it should be this bracket. Now I know this is going to work, because under this instance we will be able to see the instance ID. Where is it? It should be here. Yeah, here we go, instance ID. So we can get it. So let's come here and get the instance ID. So instance ID is going to be instance ID, and status, and this is status, can be instance, I mean not instance actually, it is, yeah, it's a state. So instance dot state, okay, and so this is state, when we should stop the instance, whenever the status is running, only then we should stop the function. So let's come here and make an if statement. If the state is equal to this running state, then only like this thing can simply do another thing, that instances ID, instance IDs is an empty list, and instance IDs we can append this instance ID in this list. Okay, only when the instance status is running, because if it is only running, then only we should stop it, otherwise no need to waste our computation time. Okay, so else we can simply give it a flag that print no running instances found. Fine. Now what we need after getting this from there, we can come here and client dot stop instances, and instances ID we are giving this IDs. Okay, now let's come here and open up EC2. Well, let's open this EC2 here and running instances. You can see this, it is running, and see this ID of this ID instance, and it is status has been checked, 3 checks are there. So now let's deploy it. I can simply clear this output. Now wait and see. I have clicked on this test button. So error message has been occurred here. Stop no instances specified. Well, so what is the problem here? Let's debug it. Why this is not working? Invalid parameters. Stop instances. So here, I guess. So I think we did some mistakes here. Let's come here in the describe and get back to a stop instance. So I can click on it and can simply copy this, paste it here, remove this, and let's come here. I guess this is the problem. No, this isn't. It is, and append instance ID. Think everything is okay. So before doing this, I can simply comment it out, and let's print the running instance. And okay, so let's redeploy it. So it's taking a little bit of time. Now let's run it again. Well, so no running instance found. Okay, so there is no running instance found. So what we can do is see if there is any instance is running. Okay, so I need to see if it is what it is showing us the state. Oh, I guess I got it. So let's go and describe. Describe instance. I guess instance ID in the parameter. So there should be a name as well here, not only the state but name. So here we need to put the name as well here, because it is inside the name within the state object. So now it should work, and I'm going to deploy it. So that was the silly mistake, and this should also work now. So now let's redeploy it. You can see it is still running in the running state, and wait for a while and let's test it. So okay, functions, everything is okay, and you can see it got the instance. The instance has been found here, and you can see it's stopping. Well, it's stopped. So let's here you can see it's already stopped. That's really nice. So okay, what I need, just copy this and create another Lambda function to start the EC2 instance now. Auto start EC2 function, and it will create another role, and I'm going to select this Python 3. This version, and the permissions. Here you can see all by default Lambda will create an execution role, and for CloudWatch logs. Okay, so it will create another one. So I'm going to create this sorry, excuse me, EC throat. So it's taking a little bit of time. Now let's come here in the code, and I'm going to update this code with our previous one. And now let's come here, and whenever the let's come here. Whenever this state is stopped or stopped, then this should stopped. Whenever the stopped status associated with the instance will be found, then that's instance ID will be appended inside this list, and a row running. Okay, no stopped instance found, and in this case, instead of a stop, we will use start, and that is it. But it will not work. Why? Let me tell you. So it's working and updating the code, and if you test it, it will throw you some unauthorized error. So it will ask you to create another test event. I'm going to demo test, name it as we did earlier in this video. Now let's test it again, and here you'll be able to see that it is unauthorized. Why it is unauthorized? Let's go to the IAM option service of this AWS, and you can see that the Lambda function, while creating the start EC2 function, it has already created a new role for it. Let's open it up and add permission that we have created earlier in this video, which is here. It's taking a little bit of time. It is a custom policy that we have made especially for some specific actions to start and stop and describe our EC2 instance. So we have added this, and now this should work. I'm going to test it, and you can see, okay, it may take a little bit of time, so you need to wait for a while. So yeah, I think this is enough. This time is enough, so I can simply test it now. So it is not working again. Fine. So let's redeploy it. Well, it is not working again. So what could be the problem? The problem should not exist here whenever it is stopped. Let's come here in this thing, the policy, permissions, start. Okay, this is pretty much it. Let me reload this so that we can find out something interesting here. Okay, so here we have the things, and I think we should reload this for a while, and after that we may see something different. Well, now let's redeploy it. I think no changes have been found, so start instances is okay. So if I test it, and now we can see it's working, so it's done. And if you go to the EC2 instance, you should be able to find out that one instance is running in the running state. Now we are doing this manually by clicking on this test button. So now we need to invoke these Lambda functions using some events. In this case, we are going to use EventBridge. So let's go to EventBridge. So here's the EventBridge. So we need to schedule, set a scheduler for scheduler type of EventBridge. So for example, to give you a very nice thing, that on 23 a.m. This will stop the instance. So okay, stop EC2 event or schedule. Well, so now let's come here, let it be inside the default group, and it's not going to be on time, it will be recurring, and select your time zone, and then corn based schedule the minutes. This should be at 33 minutes at 0 on hours, I mean on 23 every day, which is star, every month, and week of the day, no, and every year, done. And you need to select this to off. Now let's next, and we'll invoke at this particular time a Lambda function that we have created earlier to stop this. And this is the function that we have created. This is the Lambda function, auto stop EC2 FN, to stop our EC2 instance if anything is running. So okay, so you can simply click this next button and then create this scheduler. Okay, so it will take a little bit of time. Meanwhile, you can see if it is running or not, and we don't need this documentation anymore. You can go to the CloudWatch and open it up with a new tab to see the logs. So here you can see in the logs management, we have these two logs that are created by IAM user, IAM role. So which is auto start function, EC2 function, and auto for stop. So here you can see all the logs that we have tested. We can simply delete all of them from here or analyze them one by one. So where we're deleting it just to see if everything is working when our scheduler is going to work. So it is only 2 minutes away to invoke the stop function. You can see that our EC2 is in the running state, and I'm going to clear all the filters, so it is still in the running state. And let's create another schedule to start it automatically. So start EC2 scheduler, and everything is going to be the same, and it's going to start at 3:50 at on every day, every month, and every year. This should be corn based scheduler, and then I'm going to turn it off. No need to touch any of this right now. Next, select the Lambda function which you need to invoke to start the function, I mean the EC2. This is the function in this particular case. I'm going to click this next button. You can, if you want, you can click on this retry policy here, but let it be default for sake of simplicity. The encryption, everything is let it be. So let it be as it is. Everything is okay. Now let's create this scheduler, and it's on 33, and you can see in the CloudWatch. Let's go and see the management. It is a start, and I'm going to click here, delete this starting thing, and let's go back to the log management, and here to stop. It should stop, and nothing is here. So let's come here, see if it is stopping or not. No, it is still in running state. So I need to see. Yeah, here I can see a new log is here, and we can see this, the request ID, and everything is okay. And you can come here just to refresh it, and you will be see this state is stopping. And let's go to the schedules, and in the start schedule at sharp 35 on AM, the scheduler will start and invoke the function, Lambda function, to start our EC2 instance again. So here you can see it's been stopped, and when it's stopped, it will restart or start this instance automatically based on the scheduler that we have set using EventBridge scheduler. So only 1 minute to go, and let's come to our log management, and in the log management, let's come here with the start EC2 function logs, and you will see the log once the function has been triggered and completed successfully, or if it's failed, you're going to see the logs here. So CloudWatch is very important in AWS to see all the logs of your cloud environment. In the upcoming videos, I may also come up with CloudTrails to track the user activities or the actions on the account. So see, it's on 35 AM and the execution should have started, and there you can see a new log has been here and visible, and it's been successful. And if you see the instance and reload this status, you can see it's running. So this is how you can implement automatically starting and stopping your EC2 instance based on some schedulers using EventBridge and Lambda functions. In this video, you have learned so much things: how you can read docs, how you can program or debug issues in your function, and how you can set up a scheduler using EventBridge, how we can create IAM roles and policies, custom policies, and what is the use cases of CloudWatch. So everything is so smoothly running right now. So just to avoid some uncertain builds, I'm going to terminate it, and here you go. Let's terminate it. And the EventBridge, let's come here and click on the schedulers. Let's select all of them, and I'm going to delete all of them just to avoid the billings. And I'm going to go to our Lambda functions, and from here I can simply delete all of these functions that we have created, and it's asking to confirm me that if I really want to delete these functions or not. So yeah, I want to delete this, otherwise it's going to charge me. However, this is not going to charge if you have created this and left it over without using it, because as I have already mentioned before in this video, starting in this video, that Lambda functions don't cost money if you don't call them, and it is only cost money for calling them or invoking them, and the computation time it takes to run the codes. Okay, this is the pricing of it. And let's go and IAM to remove all of our created roles and services. So these are the few roles that need to be deleted for now, and it is also asking me to confirm if I want to delete it or not. Yes, I want to delete it, and it will take a little bit of time. And you can see that whenever I am clicking on this IAM services, and the location is going to be it's turning in global. So what you have understand that IAM is a service which is global. So now let's come to the policies that we have created. EC2 and this thing, I don't need this anymore, so I'm simply going to delete it. To delete it, you need to rename it, write the name of the policy that we have created. So yeah, that is it. So it's now completely fresh, and that was the video. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me overcheck this if our instance is terminated or not. The instance state is terminated now, so it means this instance is going to be removed from our machine very soon. So yeah, thank you. Namaskar everyone. Goodbye.